Hi, it's me, Ingrid INFP, and I've just been crying. I I haven't been sleeping these past few days, and my head hurts. And I took a paracetamol, but I still can't sleep. And I'm on the 6th day of antidepressants, and uh, it's not great. Uh, I just feel worse, and I was feeling quite good the first days, but now I went up to the higher dose and it sucks. And it's I mean, I haven't had a good cry for a few days, so it's good. But I just realized that I was so angry for some reason. So I had to go and dig into that. And I realized that somehow, when I was a toddler, already then, I was full of fear. I was terrified. And I didn't know why that was. And I've been terrified ever since. And I've become an Enneagram 6. Okay, and guess what saved me from being like worse in all that was being an INFP and having some kind of self-worth through my creativity, and that was my escapism of daydreaming. But being an Enneagram 6, I don't know why I got there, but I don't know, nothing happened. I just, like, I don't know, I was just born terrified. And I don't know, I refuse to believe that I was born terrified. But at the same time, no, I wasn't traumatized by anything. There wasn't any big trauma. What happened was just the world. The world was traumatizing me all the time. And I don't know why I'm so sensitive to it. But from as long as I can remember, I've been terrified. And it has destroyed my life. And it just makes me angry that the world didn't see me struggling all that time of me suffering, and nobody stopped to think. I was bullied, and that came pretty quickly. I was already bullied at like age 3, but it continued for a long while, and then throughout my life at school, and then later on, and just I don't want to like play the victim, but I couldn't do anything about that. I'm not angry at myself. I know that myself in the past like couldn't know what she knew now, and couldn't make the same decisions that I can make now because I didn't know certain things, or I I had different priorities, so I'm not going to blame my past self for, well, not not taking the opportunity of going to therapy or the opportunity of trying medicines. Like I wouldn't have been receptive to all of that. Um, or like, asking for help or anything. Um, I'm not angry at myself. I have been, but I'm not. I'm just so angry at the fact that society has not picked up on this pain that I have and that many other people have, and that we just have to keep dealing with all this shit. And I had to go through all this school, throughout all school, and alone. And everybody just thought that I was okay because I was good at school. And I was quiet. So I was just well behaved. But I was just full of fear. I was scared of making mistakes. My INFJ friend was talking about change, like you need to make mistakes in order to change and stuff. And he said, well, that's what you learn at school, that mistakes are opportunities for learning. And I went to French school, and mistakes were definitely not a way of learning. He went to Swedish school, and it's different. I went to French school 20 years ago, 25 years ago, and making a mistake was the worst thing you could do. So obviously that leaves traces. I was so ashamed of myself. I did not have any confidence, any self-worth. I thought all I was good at was at learning things for school and doing good at tests. I didn't think I was worth much outside of that. And so I started not valuing those things that I wasn't good at. And I'd recommend that you go check out Internet Introvert on YouTube. He's an INFP, and he talks about being an INFP in the ESTJ world. I really relate to that. Being a kid is much easier than being an adult INFP. But it still sucked, so yeah. It's just, I felt angry today, and we had this residency inspection that they have for all the workplaces. It's basically, they're there to make sure that the residency program is good at my workplace, but they don't care about the working conditions. They're just there to make sure that the residency requirements are met. And it was supposed to be for us, but it just made me really nervous. Because I realized, like, wow, I have so much to live up to. I have so many expectations that are placed on me. And I realized I'd never be able to meet those expectations. And especially if I'm going to be working on recovery first, I can't do the recovery and do my residency at the same time. I thought maybe I could, but I can't. And yeah, the antidepressants have made it more like I'm protected by a bubble, and it's nice, to not always feel on edge all the time, but it has brought out some weird stuff, like a weird sort of anger. That's it. Like, I don't know why I'm angry. It's like worse than irritation. It's like I want to hit something. And I guess it's like being on your period, but like not. If you're a girl and you maybe understand what I mean. Um, I don't know. I just feel like twisting someone's neck. Okay, sorry for that triggering image, but like I feel I feel like doing that. You know. Yeah, it's you can imagine me meeting my patients and being like this. I managed today without hitting somebody. That's great. Um, yeah, no, I'm I'm a mess. Um, yeah, okay. Well, I guess that you can't say certain words on YouTube, but like I have to be like the TikTok kids and say unalive. I don't want to do anything to myself, but I feel like murdering people. Okay. Um, obviously, I'm not going to do it, but weird side effects this stuff has. Um, yeah, and tomorrow we're going to be talking about the emergencies, and it's going to be terrible. Well, like we're going to be talking. Everybody's already been sending each other tons of aggressive emails, like with tons of shouting back and forth about the emergencies, because now certain residents have left my workplace, and now I'm the only person left with one other guy, and I am now like not at the emergencies um for a little while because of my burnout. So they're worried about like losing us, and it has caused a huge conflict at my workplace. I didn't know I was capable of creating so much drama, but like I guess that me not being able to go to the emergencies was like the last drop that made the cup overflow. Um, but so we're going to have a meeting about that tomorrow, and I don't want to be there for that. Um, it gives me stress just thinking about it. Um, Nothing gives me any stress really now on these medicines, but it makes my brain fry, um, which I guess is different. I don't know. Um, yeah, I'm really sensitive to like drugs. Uh, I drank coffee yesterday, and that was a stupid idea because I couldn't even stomach one cup of coffee, and I just did sleep the whole night. So today I just drank tea, but tea contains caffeine too, so I don't know if I'll sleep tonight either. I just feel very low. And for some reason, I was stupid and I didn't get the doctor's, like, any way to contact the doctor until my next visit, which is in a week's time. So I don't know how I'll survive till then. Not doing anything about it. I'm just saying that I'm just really weird at the moment. And this weekend I'm going to when the ESFP colleague's 30th birthday. So I hope that I'm good enough to manage that. It's just, I don't know. My energy levels are better, but at the same time worse because I'm not sleeping. And yeah, I have these weird feelings that are not the same quality as the ones I had before, and they're just uglier, you know? Somehow I like pure emotions, and these emotions feel like like they feel like fake, or they feel like emulations of feeling like I dislike this kind of anger. I I I prefer the kind of anger that I usually have, and this is very strange. Uh, as someone who usually has some kind of like understanding of my emotions, this is just not very familiar, and I don't know what this is. But I just got to accept that I'm angry, but I don't want this to result in anything that hurts anybody else, or that hurts me, or that leads to any kind of bad consequence. I'm usually pretty scared person, but angry. I'm not an angry person. I'm not even really a sad person. I mean, you shouldn't be calling yourself like a scared person, but I mean, I've been scared a lot of time. Most of my awake time is pretty anxious. So, yeah, the fact that I'm angry now, anger is supposed to be about like that leads to change, that leads to people paying attention to what's important to you. That's like the purpose of anger. Um, I guess that I'm just frustrated that my anger is like just not productive any way, or it's just unwanted. So I'm working with that. um I don't think that in general INFPs are very good with anger. I think that we mostly just, I mean, I guess that there are certain modes where we can be angry, and healthily so, but I think that we're just very conflict avoidant people, and so anger doesn't really help us with that. So we'll see how the rest of this week goes. I'm too tired to talk anymore. Okay, have a great day, everybody. Bye.